Las Vegas. They're not building many casinos right now. And my niece was a bride, and she invited me to go get this facial thing. So I'm thinking to myself, yeah, sweet, I get away from my husband for a couple hours. Too much time together is too much time together. He's awesome, but yeah, it's too much time. And so I took a couple-hour break, and we, when I walked in the room, it was really funny. My mom sold Mary Kay when I was a kid. For, I don't know, like a year maybe, something like that. I just remember because I played in all the watering eyeshadow that we got to use. But when I walked in the room and I saw the Mary Kay placemats, my first thought, honestly, was like, oh, it's a stinking Mary Kay thing, are you serious? But I felt rude because I was 20 minutes late, so I sat down, and Kanani right here, yes, our DIQ, she walked me through my facial because obviously I was the late girl and she had to catch me up. And so by the end, when her director was going over the marketing plan, I was thinking to myself like, wow, I can do this. These chicks are making a lot of money. And so I signed an agreement with Leah, and I said, okay, so you can't put this in until Wednesday because that's when my unemployment goes in. After I had texted my husband, I said, babe, am I smoking crack if I want to buy this roll-up bag, or should I just sell this stuff? You know, it was like a $100 option or a $200 option. Of course, he said $100. So after I got signed up, I had my first party. We sold $1,200 at my first party. And I was like, wow, in 2 hours, I put $600 in my pocket, and I kept all my clothes on. That's our Vegas joke. So I guess I should really take this seriously. But I'm a construction worker and a mom. I don't have a ton of girlfriends. I started my business with 2.5 friends, literally. One is my mom. The other one is my friend Emily, who actually joined our team. And the other half friend is the lady that did our benefits at the Union Hall. So I invited my 2.5 friends, and I told everybody, or asked them to bring friends to my party, and so that's how I got started. But after that, I was like, what do I do? One girl signed up, the other's my mom, so she gets my 50% discount anyways. And Candace, the girl that did our union, or that did our benefits, she also signed up. So I was kind of at a stuck point. I went through my husband's phone, I called every guy in there that had a girlfriend, a sister, a wife, a mom, or whatever, and I booked some parties from that, but then I was kind of like, okay, now what do I do? So I started what I call smoking hot chattering. It was the scariest thing in my life. I went to the mall with my daughter with the intent to meet 10 girls. I didn't care how long it took, but my feet were killing me as soon as I walked into the first store, so I had to make it quick. And I met 10 girls in about an hour, and at that point I knew that that's what I was going to do with my business. So I signed last March, and in June, Leah had given me a contest. If you guys know the I personalities, yeah, that's totally me. I'm all about the prize. So she had given me a challenge to earn a Coach bag. And so I had to do a certain number of shares to offer the opportunity to somebody else and sell enough wholesale. You better believe I did those shares and I did that wholesale, so I earned my Coach bag. And with that, it was kind of the idea of I was used to doing this much, and she kind of brought me up to this level, and so, yeah, why can't I do it every other time? That's fun. They're playing. So then in July, I went to seminar. At seminar, my entire life changed. So all of you consultants, like if you're not registered for seminar, even if you don't know if you can afford the plane ticket or if you have the time off of work, get registered. Like, they're ridiculous. It's going to sell out this year. And yes, it's the best decision that I ever made. Leah told me to do it. And I didn't know anything, but I wanted what she had. So I listened to every single thing that she said to me. And we figured out a way. I got to seminar. And when I went to seminar, I had 2 active consultants on my team when I got home the beginning of August. And I had made the decision at seminar. I was going to be walking across that stage. If you've been to seminar before and you have to stand up and sit down, and stand up and sit down and clap, and your hands itch, and it's horrible, and your feet hurt, and your skirt's all messed up. Yeah, I was not going to be that girl anymore. I was going to be walking across the stage in my dangerous shoes. So, yeah, they have guys that like hold you on every step if you haven't been yet, so it's going to be exciting. But I had made the decision I was going to be walking across stage. And so August 1st, I had 2 active team members. By the last day of August, I ended up finishing the month with 12 active team members. Thanks to the help of my dear friend Leah. Life happens and it will totally get in your way. My husband and I were trying to grow our family, and we found out on the last day of my trying to get my 10th active team member. I got actually a couple the last day, but we had just had a miscarriage that day. So I really just wanted to go lay in bed and, you know, not get up for a month. But Leah's like, Trace, you're so close. Like, what are you going to do? And I said, I need your help. And so she called a couple of my consultants that were going to be placing orders anyways, and she helped me get through it. And it was kind of one of those things. I made another decision. It was going to get done. Like, that was it. I didn't have time to sit around and mope, so I went into DIQ September 1st, and I was in DIQ, so I didn't really know, like, what I was going to do at that point. I just knew I was director in qualification. Like, that was it. So Leah came in town on the 12th of September, and she took my husband and I out to dinner at the Cheesecake Factory, and she said, okay, here's the deal, Tony. This is what her commission is as a consultant, and this is what it will be as a sales director. And he said, get your butt to work. So I checked out for the rest of the month, pretty much. Short-term sacrifice for long-term gain, by far. And we finished out the last day in September. So October 1st, I became a sales director. And since then, my goal to just grow my team. I warm chatter my butt off still. I don't ever stop. Whenever I see a girl anywhere, I talk to her and I meet with her, and you know, we get together and I try to do everything just the right way. You know, the 4-point recruiting, it's really important. And then Miss Crystal here. Making sure I'm good on time. Okay, so okay. So, yes, it's gotten me to the point where I am now, which has been just phenomenal. My husband was out of work for 14 months. He just recently went back to work because being at home and being that home dad was just driving him nuts. He had enough of that. But it's awesome. I love the fact that I get to be at home and raise my kids and do all that good stuff.